is singing with a sore throat bad?
Hmm.
If so, when should I start singing again if I have a sore throat? Okay, so so first off, it's kind of under what context. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like doing it.
Yeah.
If you okay, so I guess my number one rule is if it hurts more to sing, stop. Right? That's my number one
Mm-hmm.
rule. And then my next question is it worth it to
Yeah.
use an instrument that isn't in its best shape if you're like practicing or something like
Mm-hmm.
that? Now, if you've got to perform, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you got to make that judgment
Mm-hmm.
call of this is bad enough that I'm not going to put myself through this,
Mm-hmm.
or I could hurt myself, or I have like a song and I'll be fine if I really baby myself and whatnot. I tend to err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Like I said, my general rule is if it hurts more to sing, don't.
Mm-hmm.
And if it, once you get to the point that things feel kind of back to normal, hop back in.
Mm-hmm.
But especially if you're developing your voice, then there's no need
Mm-mm.
to, and then if you're getting into the professional realm, then I mean you kind of know what your voice you can do and you can't do and what you can get away with. But definitely never ever push yourself through. If you
Oh
like
yeah.
don't have a voice and you're trying to push that out,
Don't do it.
don't.
Mm-mm.
I've seen too many people that have healthy voices otherwise develop some real issues doing that
Yeah.
because they felt like they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were like directors and
It's
shows,
never
or they
worth
had this
it.
responsibility, and all of a sudden, they walk away a few months later, and they have, not once, a few weeks later, and they have nodules. And it's like, wait a second, I had
Just
my
from
aunt.
one instant. Yeah.
Yeah, I had my aunt told me about that. There's one guy in particular I'm talking about, choral director at this one church. And she's like, yeah, he got nodules. No, he didn't. I've heard him sing. He sounds great. She's like, no, what happened? She described, she's like, we went through, they had their 3 or 4 different events back to back, and he had laryngitis and pushed through it. And it was just a horrible, really bad idea. So, definitely always, always, always let your voice be your guide,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because your voice will tell you if you are
Mm-hmm.
in a place of, I should be paying attention and or stop,
Yeah.
right? If it feels bad, don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And to go off of that, sometimes, for example, I didn't sleep well last night and my vocal cords felt it.
Yeah.
But, there came a point after, talking for a little while, where it felt better. So I tried singing and it was breathy, really breathy. And so even if it feels fine, listen to it too. Notice if there's some texture. Notice if it's a little bit more tight than normal or a little bit more air escaping, something like that,
That
really.
did not sound like the wardrobe from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, I did. So, no, I'm not the wardrobe today. But anyway, so yeah, let the feel be your guide, and if you hear something wonky, let that be your guide as well. Big thing, if you have a sore throat, try to refrain from mentholated cough drops and menthol anything. It really, first of all, dries the throat, but secondly, it numbs you. So yes, it's a good thing to feel better, but if you sing on that numbness, you could hurt yourself without realizing. So be careful with that.